Hi, I'm Anjali. I'm a Malayali American dancer from New York, also a Philly dancer if you know me from Philly. I'm one of the founding members of the Philadelphia dance community. It's a very big part of my life, changed my life in many ways, but I'm back in New York now and I'm also a full-time resident. I'm a first year foot and ankle surgery resident, transitioning to second year. It's very busy, but try my best to prioritize dance as much as possible. It's honestly like the biggest part of my life. It's my greatest passion in life. Being a teacher has changed my life in many ways and wouldn't be the same without it. I'm very grateful to be a dance teacher, very grateful for all the students that have come to my life that are now become my friends, and I'm just excited to see where my dance journey goes. Being Malayali is such an important part of my life. It wasn't really important to me when I was growing up because I didn't think it was that special until I went to India and truly loved going to India, being with my family, seeing the culture. And I think it's such an underrated um, culture in the dance community itself. I would love to see more Malayalis come to dance workshops, which is why I am so excited to host this workshop. It's super special to me. I picked a song that hopefully a lot of people can recognize, especially people who aren't Malayali. I thought of my friends who don't know any Malayali songs, but then they know that one song. I'm very excited to teach it. I think it'd be fun to bring a fusion to something that people aren't used to, but are kind of used to because they know hip hop. So we're gonna be doing it to a Malayalam song. I'm excited to bring a little bit of the South Indian flavor from Kerala to the space. It's very similar to Tamil in a sense, where we do a lot of kutta steps. So I'm gonna try to infuse a little bit of that in there as well. But I'm really excited because it's just such a fun song, and I'm really excited to bring like a fun energy to New York City and share my culture with everyone. So I'm excited to announce that we'll be dancing to Endamedi Jimiki Kamal, which is a very well-known Malayalam song. So hopefully people of all cultures can enjoy this song, and it's going to be hip-hop fusion. It'll be on May 28th. Hopefully you guys can come. It's hip-hop fusion, which means I'm going to be including different South Indian steps in there, some true Malu steps that people will recognize, and try to bridge the American Malu experience in this dance in itself. So I hope you enjoy it. I think it'll be really fun. So I started dancing when I was 5. I started with my dance teacher, Bina Menon. I'm very grateful to her from the Kalashri School of Arts. We started with Bharatnatyam until I was 13 almost, and we had started with Kuchipudi after that. It's really weird to say, but I hated it. I hated going to dance class. It was taking away from my weekend. I just wanted to sleep in like a normal kid and just not have to dance for 4 hours straight on a Saturday. I told my mom that I wanted to quit, and she was like, okay. But my teacher warned me. She's like, Anjali, I see something in you. I don't think you should quit. I stopped dancing when I was in 7th grade. And then in 8th grade, I did a solo performance at my middle school. And it was the first time I ever choreographed something myself. And it was like a Devdas medley. And I was like, wow, like, I miss dancing. I really miss dancing. And so in around 9th grade, I asked my teacher to join again. And she told me that I forgot everything and that I have to start over with all the kids. And I was so upset because I was like, no, like I love dancing. I remember it. I promise. She wouldn't let me join. And I was like, okay. And so with that, I took that extremely to heart. And I was like, wow, she doesn't think I'm good enough. And so I took that to myself to teach myself new styles. And also I did my first dance competition that year and came in first place. That was like, I am a good dancer, and this is what I actually love dancing, and I want to prove that to people. I want to prove that to myself. Yeah, I won that first dance competition, and from there I started choreographing the dances for church and other Indian cultural events and dancing at school, and it was just so much fun, and I knew I never wanted that to stop, especially when I went to undergrad. I joined the Indian dance team at my undergrad, SUNY New Paltz Nachle, which was not a competing team at the time, but I became lead choreographer as a freshman. I became captain as a sophomore until my senior year, and we didn't have auditions but magically came in 3rd place at our first competition, so I'm really proud of that. I'm a COVID graduate, so I didn't get to finish my senior year with the team, which like devastated me, but I was just so sad because I was like, I didn't get to finish my dance journey. Like, this is it. Now I go to med school and I have no time to dance. Dance is done. And so when I went to med school in Philly, I was just really missing dance. I missed dance like crazy. So I was just dancing in my apartment by myself, making choreo by myself, with nowhere to perform it, just for fun. Then I had an idea, and I was like, why don't we have some workshops in Philly? Because there weren't like no dance workshops at that time. There were some dance classes held by teachers in like fitness studios and everything, but no dance workshops other than people who visited from other states. I decided to make a TikTok and put myself out there, and I asked if there were like-minded people in Philly who wanted to dance, and they were there. They were hiding, but they were there, and sold out my first class in Philly and been teaching for almost 3 years since. I am expanding to New York now, and it's been so great. It's been awesome. I'm just excited to see where the dance journey goes. And I've had such crazy experiences since becoming a teacher, dancing in New York Fashion Week in 2025, which was insane. Still shocked by that opportunity, and then being on a billboard in Times Square from that opportunity, which is also crazy. Performing at weddings now, performing at other events. It's been insane, and I'm just so thankful for any of my students and friends for believing in me in my teaching journey and just allowing me to live out my dreams that I didn't think were possible post-graduation. So I'm just so grateful to be in this position now. A really fun thing that I got to experience last year was being in New York Fashion Week. I was not really asked, but I saw an opportunity for a performance, and I had a bunch of friends that I met through the Philly dance community that I thought would make a good team. So I applied and somehow got the role, and it was truly surreal. I don't think it hit me until I was actually like on the stage performing, but it was so cool that like I just put myself out there for like a very slim chance of getting something, and it just taught me that if I just put myself out there more, literally anything can happen. And it's quite crazy because I also ended up being on a Times Square billboard. Was not expecting that at all. That opportunity was just so, it was like a bucket list item that I didn't even think of for myself, you know? And so it's crazy that like new dreams were unlocked through that situation, and it's just like basically the sky's the limit. Like I don't know what's gonna come this year, but just me reaching out to someone has led to such crazy opportunities. So just reach out to people. You never know what you're gonna get. So one of the rules of my class is that you have to make a friend. I don't care who it is. It could be anyone, but it has to be someone new. You could come to class with your friends too. I would love that. But you need to make a new friend. That's like so important to me because building community is like everything that I've been dreaming of in Philly and now in New York as well. This is like a space for everyone to have fun and enjoy. And it's a space that we're going to embrace a new culture to some of you and embrace the culture of hopefully many Malayalis that come and attend. This is an open level class, so there will be modifications available to people who may not be as familiar with the style or want to try something new. This could be your first dance workshop, and I would love to have you there. If you are a beginner to, I don't know, a backup dancer for Beyonce, it doesn't matter. You can come and just have a great time. This class is not for you to look like me. Goal is for you to take what I give you and then make it your own. This is not a dance team, which is what I always say in class. This is not a dance team. I don't care if you look like me. We don't have to look like robots of each other. I want you to take what I give you and make it your own. Give it your own flavor. Give it your own style. However you want to take my choreo and interpret it and make it your own, you do, okay? The whole purpose of class is to have fun, to vibe off each other's energy, make new friends, and maybe learn about a culture that you're not completely familiar with, and hopefully learn something new. The style itself will be hip-hop with some elements of kutta and some South Indian flavor in there. It's gonna be very vibey. That's in swaggy. Okay, so I just want everyone to be like chill, just vibe with the song, bring your spice, you know, and just have a good time. This class is not just for Malayalis, even though I hope a lot of Malayalis do come out. Anyone of any culture can come to this class. It's hip-hop fusion for a reason, so you kind of have some familiarity with the hip-hop if you're used to that, or if you're not, it's okay. You learn something new, but also we'll have some elements of, you know, my Malayali culture with some kutta and some, you know, Tani Malayalam, you know, fire. Okay? We're gonna just have a great time. So whether you're Malayali or not, please come. It'll be a great time. It's meant for everyone to enjoy. My dance journey is quite different, I feel like, than most because I had to take a little break due to COVID, also due to med school. But during med school, I really truly missed dancing so much. And I went through a really hard time because my mom got suddenly very, very sick to the point where I almost dropped out of school. And I was very, very depressed. And the only thing that got me out of that depression was dance. I would just make random choreo, do old choreo, whatever that kept me moving and kept my brain occupied is what I did. And I just felt very like alone and sad during that era of my time in med school, where that's when I was like, maybe I should start teaching workshops here. Maybe that's something people would be interested in. And once I did that and the feedback I got from everyone, that like truly kept me going, because everyone was like, I had so much fun. I love making new friends, and I felt like, oh my god, like I feel so seen. Like, and I've never felt a love from the community, never felt so seen and appreciated before. And I was like, wow, this is everything. And like they have like truly motivated me to just keep going, keep being better, be a better dancer for them and for myself. And honestly, they're the reason why I got to do the coolest thing in my dance career so far, which has been New York Fashion Week. I wouldn't have the opportunity that I have unless it was for them believing in me and them just supporting me throughout anything that I did, and any class that I wanted to teach, they were there. And the friends that I've made, they truly are like ride or die. And I can't thank them enough for being my support throughout everything. Yeah, I went from such a dark time to teaching a workshop in New York City. Like, what? Like, I never expected this to happen for myself. I remember taking a class for the first time with B-Funk in Ripley like 10 years ago, and now I get to teach in the same building. I'm truly living my dream. Being a doctor and a dancer, like, I can't ask for a better life, truly. And I don't ever take that for granted. I almost cry after every single workshop because I'm so grateful that they choose to dance with me and that they've like literally changed my life. I feel like if you are truly passionate about something, like you can make time for it. It's all about finding that balance, and I hope that people can see that it's possible to do what you want to do. And actually, something that one of my students has like told me hit me like, I had this impact on you, was like, she told me she was gonna go back to Bharatanatyam and go to her teacher and do her RNH because she felt like she can go back and do it because of me. And I was like, what? I was like so stunned, like I cried. That's so beautiful, like that you reignited your passion through dance, and I had a part in that journey. Like that's truly like, oh my gosh, like if I just help that one person get back into dance, like that's enough for me. But I hope that you can see through my dance journey that you don't have to just do one thing. Like I knew I wanted to be a doctor. I thought like dance was over for me, but it didn't have to be that way. And there's always space for more. You can do whatever your heart wants to do. Make time for it, and it's there, it's in your reach. You can do whatever you want to do. Doctor, dancer, engineer, lawyer, whatever you want to do, just do it. If I can tell you anything, it's just truly just follow your dreams and your passion, and it'll take you so far. Because I didn't think I'd be here. I didn't think I'd be teaching. If you told me this 3 years ago, I would laugh at you. But here we are. And that's just because I wanted to do something and I did it. And it's really as simple as that. That's the message I can leave with the world. What I truly appreciate about my guru, Bina Menon, is that she didn't just teach us Bharatnatyam and Kuchipudi in the classical form. She started us at a very young age doing Bollywood, and I still, like, I have this thing where I remember every dance that I've ever done in my life. I still remember the first non-Bharatnatyam choreo that she ever taught us when I was like 8, and it was to Mundanke Bachke. I still remember the choreo. She taught me so many different styles growing up, and from those styles, I was able to teach myself styles that I didn't learn, like hip hop, bhangra, things like that. It's been really cool to have those foundations laid down for me at such a young age, because I feel like a lot of students for like Bharatanatyam and Kuchipudi, they just learn classical styles. But what was different about my teacher is that she taught us all types of styles, which has been really helpful in my dance journey, and I feel like set a real foundation for me in terms of like expression and hitting things with certain powers. And it's just been, I will always be grateful to my dance teacher for everything that she's ever taught me, and I owe her all of my skill goes to her. I feel like a lot of people think dance classes are scary. Hopefully when you come to my class, you'll see that they are not scary. It's a very open, welcoming space for everyone and any like level of skill. True, I have modifications for almost every single step if you need it, but it's not about that. It's not about being perfect. It's not about being the best in the room. It's about literally having fun and maybe learning something new and just challenging yourself to even just come to the class. That's the biggest challenge in itself. Coming to class is the biggest challenge. Once you're there, you're gonna see that, oh, it's not so scary, it's not so bad. And then hopefully by the end of my class, you'll feel more confident to be taking other people's classes and challenging yourself to try new styles. Hopefully you have fun. That's really all I want you to have. That's the main takeaway. Have fun and make a friend. Truly, that's all I'm hoping for in this class. I have a couple of choreos that I truly love in different styles that I teach. One choreo that has been with me almost since high school that I've recently modified for my 2-year anniversary class is Malung. Malung from Doom 3. If you know me and Doom are like this. I've taught almost all the Doom songs, but Malung is just like, it's just that perfect fusion for me of hip hop and semi classical. But to perform that on the IFA stage, come on now. Come on. I just feel like that would go crazy. I want to be that performer on that stage. I haven't taught a lot of Malayali classes yet. It could be this one. It could be this. It could be this choreo. And worldwide, baby. നമുക്ക് അടിച്ചു പൊളിക്കാം. It's just gonna be great. Pull up.